Kucha. Pecha Kucha. Pecha Kucha. Pecha Kucha.
Welcome to the Insider's Guide to Yellowstone. By watching this video, you will learn how to maximize your vacation to Yellowstone Park. I will tell you all the tips and hints I've collected over the years. You will discover when and where to see bears, how to get the best photos, and so much more. Our obsession with Yellowstone started in 1988 when 250 fires ravaged the park. My dad had already paid for our cabins and we were going to go on this family trip. What we didn't know was that it would turn into our favorite family vacation. Now, we go back every 2 years. Yellowstone Park is shaped like a figure 8. We like to divide our trip into half. The first half on the bottom loop of the 8, where we stay at Canyon, and the second half on the top loop of the 8, where we like to stay in Roosevelt. This way, we can see all the park and save on gas. The best time of the year to go is over 4th of July weekend. The bears are still down and around the park and not in the mountains. They're foraging for berries at lower altitudes. The buffalo are just arriving with their families. This is the perfect time of the year to see all of the animals. If you come any sooner, chances are it will be too cold. One year, it even snowed in July. If you come any later, you might not see any animals. So, be sure to pack for any weather. Dress in layers. Bring a raincoat and a winter coat. You'll never know what kind of weather you'll get until you get there. One year, we were in Lamar Valley on the top loop, and they shut down the roads between Canyon and Roosevelt for snow. In fact, it snowed and rained on us while we took our stagecoach ride. Luckily, we are from Colorado and we're prepared for any weather. Seeing bears is my favorite part of the trip. All you have to do is talk to the park rangers or ask another visitor. They would love to share their story. Quick tip, the easiest way to tell the difference between a grizzly and a black bear is the pronounced shoulder hump found on the grizzly's neck. The crossroads next to Roosevelt Cabins in the top loop is nicknamed the Bear-Muta Triangle. If you travel a few miles in any direction of this crossroad, you will definitely spot a bear. In fact, this grizzly mama and her cubs were found around the corner from my cabin. In that same area, we watched as a giant grizzly came down out of the mountains, running as fast as a car. As it approached, we thought we would see a Jerry Springer-style bear fight, but to our surprise, the other 2 grizzlies saw this massive bear and just took off running. If you're walking along and a bear decides to cross your path, don't run. Their food runs. You need to stay still and slowly back away. We learned this the very scary way when this bear decided to cut through the geyser basin on his way home, mere feet from my husband. Another park favorite are the buffalo. They are everywhere. They will walk in front of your car, and they will walk next to your car, and they look very docile, but they're not. They can run up to 30 miles per hour. Stay a good 25 yards away from them, and you should be safe. You can tell the difference between a wolf and a coyote because the wolf runs with its tail up and the coyote tucks its tail down. There's a group of wolf enthusiasts that like to follow them around. If you come across them, they are a wealth of information about our canine friends. Yellowstone's geology is amazing. It basically is a giant bowl-shaped volcano. It's called a caldera. This massive hotspot has 500 miles of lava, just 2 miles below your feet. This thin crust of Earth is perfect for the new features that pop up everywhere, even in parking lots. Because the ground is so thin, it makes safety very important. You would be surprised how many visitors ignore the safety warnings. Between the fact that the park is sitting in the middle of a supervolcano, thin crust is everywhere, and flesh-eating thermophiles and hot pools, you would think visitors would heed the warnings. My niece is 3 years old here, and she sang every thought that came to her mind after seeing this young man get off the trail and play in the runoff of one of these hot pools. She sang, "Them is gonna die," while my husband ran to get the child to safety. Pictures in Yellowstone are always fun to take. There are 2 times that pictures in the park are magical: dusk and dawn. My husband, my mom, and I would wake up at 5 a.m. every day to visit a different feature and take early morning pictures. There are no tourists and the sunrise is amazing. People always ask us how we get such great pictures. This photograph of a sunset taken on top of Hayden Valley is one of my favorites. What we like to do is rent 2 lenses, one for low light, the other for distance. You'll find a couple of good lenses will make a world of difference in your photographs. To cut costs, we like to pack our meals. We bring an extension cord and an electric skillet to cook outside of our cabin. You can't cook in the cabin because the smells will bring the animals to where you sleep. So remember, whatever you pack in, take out. No food should ever be left out for the animals. So remember, pack warm, stay safe, and have fun. The wonders of Yellowstone are unique to North America, and it is an amazing trip for all.
Ba-da-ba-ba.